Yes, into the third quarter of Grassroots Footy brought to us by West End. Time to have a look at the Footy Chicks footy trip out to the Westminster Footy Club.
And welcome to Footy Trip for another week. Now this week I've ventured down South Road and I've ended up at the Westminster Old Scholars Football Club at the old Glandor Oval. That's right. So tonight what we'll do is we will have a chat with some of the boys and ask them some stupid questions, have a chat to some coaches and delve into the inner depths of the Dragon's Den. So sit down and enjoy the show. We are talking to Ryan Shipway, who is the reserves coach of the Westminster Football Club. Thanks for having a chat, Ryan. You are the stand-in for tonight?
Yeah. Paul's not here, unfortunately, so happy to step in and do the job tonight. It's probably hasn't been as successful as we would have hoped, but taking into account the fact that we've lost a substantial amount of our best and fairest vote getters from last year, I think we're in pretty good stead. The best part about it being that the average age of the team at the moment is about 21 years old, so we've got a really young group. So if we can keep those guys together over the next couple of years, I think we'll have some good success in the next few years. We lost Adam O'Hara, who's obviously of pretty good standing and a good footy family, the O'Haras. He's had a young child at the start of the year, so being very much the family man these days, Owie. Josh Hooper is centre-half back, so a couple of really good key position players. Probably one of the bright sparks we've seen this year is a young guy with a lot of run, Darcy Kildare, who's come over, been playing footy on KI previously, been fortunate enough to get the Chubb boys out here who have been really good. They bring a lot of leadership and experience to our footy club, which is something we desperately need with such a young group. So I think Div 4 is a really even league. We're probably, our position on the table being 8th in the A grade at the moment and about the same in the 2s probably doesn't reflect where we are as a club. It's pretty even. The fact that we were able to knock off Hectorville in the 1s last week was really good. So I think that just shows that there's a couple of good teams up the top, but it's pretty even after there. So it's going to be a really close fight through the remaining few weeks to the end of the year for those dreaded relegation spots. So I think it's going to be a lot of surprises to come in Div 4 this year. We've only got a handful of guys. We've probably got half a dozen that played in that A grade flag a couple of years ago in Div 6 remaining. And to put it in perspective, we had a C grade for the first time last year. We're not fielding a C grade this year, so it sort of puts it in perspective as the kind of numbers we've dropped. But you know, the calibre of people that have stuck around and some of the new blokes we've been able to attract are really going to be crucial going forward. And that's not to say C grade's off the agenda, but you know, at the moment we're focusing on what's going to get us further up in the amateur league, which is our A and B grade sides, and hopefully getting more consistency across the board there. Objective number 1 is to make sure we stay in Div 4, definitely. And if we can win another 3 or 4 games towards the end of the year, I think that would be a very realistic goal. But I think we've got a lot of surprises to come if we can get the right blokes out in the park all at the same time, if we can avoid some of the injuries and guys unfortunately having to work and all those kind of things. If we can get all our personnel on the park, we'll really give some good sides a run for their money.
My name's James Rudder and I play in the back lines, back flank or back pocket in the A grade.
My name is Fabian Byrne-Hoffman and I play in the Bs on the wing.
My name is Mitchell Gordon. I play in the ruck in the B grade.
Rob Hayes. I don't know, he just always wears weird clothes and I don't know, question his sexuality sometimes.
For sleep, probably Luke Belfrage, because he doesn't sleep. He's the biggest party animal.
Probably Luke Boylan, just a general bad dude.
Probably Fabian.
Definitely Rob Hayes.
Hazy. Rob Hayes, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Probably B's coach, Shippy, I reckon. He pulls pretty good moves.
Demo?
No, he can give you a demo later for sure.
Luke Boylan, when he gets it going. After a few quiet ones.
It's a hard question. I'd say probably James Rudder. He was there before. He doesn't look like it, but he's a pretty good dancer.
Okay, it's that time of the night again. It is West End goal kick-off time. I have my goal kickers from the Westminster Football Club. Guys, rattle off your names.
John Ferris,
Andrew Gormley.
And Luke Boylan.
Okay, let's see which one of these three can kick the best goal and win the carton of beer. Let's get to it. Righto, and they were our goal efforts for the week, and let me tell you, they were kicking from 20 metres and still missing. Nonetheless, we did still get a few goals in, so what we'll do now is we will do the regulatory cheers for beers. Crowd, get your cheering voices ready. What did we think of Luke's goal? That good, huh? Okay, well, what did we think of Andrew's goal?
Oh, just heard you going. Oh, thanks.
Well, hopefully we get something out of them here. What did we think of Jono's goal? I think it's a unanimous vote. And John Ferris, congratulations. You are the winner of the sponsors product for this week, mate.
So easy.
Okay, thanks very much to the Wasp Boys for having me out tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, having a lot of fun out there at Westminster. Macca, time for us to turn our attention to Divi 3, Divi 4. Let's have a look. The match of the round. Portland are in third spot. They're up against Flinders, who are in first spot at Port Reserve. Both teams convincing wins on the weekend. This is the match of the round. A win by Portland and they could grab top spot. Portland, 11 goal scorers last week. Flinders had 10 goal scorers last week, so this is going to be a beauty.
Yeah, she might be a big shootout here. A lot of goal kickers could be on the cards. Look, for Flinders Park, look, the lead singer of the Sex Pistols again, Sid Visser. What a
You like Sid Visser,
oh, look,
don't
he just keeps coming up every week. O'Hara, the big ruckman down there for him, he was very good, and Mirando as well. Good players. Fuller kicked 4 for Flinders Park. Portland, Lipson kicked 3. Wilson, Laslett and Graham were very good players for them. Ricky Pearce doing a very good job at Portland. Jacko got Flinders Park really far along. This will be a very, very good game, and I just think Flinders Park might just get over them at Portland, which will be a tough gig.
All right, let's have a look at Pembroke. They're in 8th spot. They're up against Para Hills in 7th at Haslam Oval. Neither team comes in confident. They both suffered heavy losses last weekend.
Yeah, well, they're both. There's 4 teams fighting for the relegation to stay out of the relegation zone in this division, and these are 2 of them: Pembroke and Para Hills. One who can win will get a little bit of breathing space, which will be important. But I think, look, Para Hills, Flynn kicked 4 last week. Chenoweth and Bamford were good players for them. Pembroke, Evans kicked 4. Thring, Catford and big James Pinkney out there were their best players. I think Pembroke at home might get over the line here. It's a small ground, and I think that might be the difference for them, and they'll beat Para Hills.
All right, Mitcham are in 2nd spot. They play Paraka in 5th spot. It's at Hawthorn Oval. Mitcham come into the game off an 88-point win over Para Hills. Paraka were beaten by 21 points by Smosh, so Mitcham probably just motoring along a little bit better.
Yeah, look, Mitcham 13 goal winners last week. Shaw kicked 4, Ellis 4, and Clark and Webster were very good players for him. Paraka, Durham kicked 4, Coghill, Paradiso and Ronald Rankin Jr. again was a very good player for them. Both teams are looking for a top 3 position, so there's a lot to play for in this game. I think Mitcham will win, but it won't be by a big margin.
All right, Golden Grove play Smosh at Harpersfield. This could be a nasty one, Macca. I think Smosh are in devastating form at the moment. They won by 21 points. Golden Grove lost last week, scoring only 5-3. Smosh, on the other hand, booted 18 goals, 12. So I guess that scoreline indicates where this game might head.
It does. Probably 2 things going in Golden Grove's favour. They're playing at home.
And it's raining.
And no, they're fighting to keep out of the relegation zone. So it's got a fair bearing on their footy club. Smosh looked to have too much quality. They Quinn kicked 5 again for them last week. Parham and George and Marnie were very good players. For Golden Grove, Morris, Carr and Preston, they'll have to double their workload this week to get over Smosh. I think Smosh will actually kick them off the park.
All right, CBC, they're in 9th spot. Seaton Ramblers in 6th. It's at the East Park Lands. Seaton had a monster win over Pembroke last weekend. CBC only had 2 wins for the season, so they struggled last weekend. Portland took care of them by 48 points. It's just been a tough year for the CBC boys.
Yeah, it has been a tough one for the Seabockers, and they've done everything. They've brought out the great Andrew Jarman to try and help lift them. Kwong Fan, again, kicked 3 goals for him. He's had a pretty good year. Davis, Galpin and Owens were very good players. Seaton, sitting at 6 at the moment, but still got a sniff for the finals. So I think that'll be the difference, and I think the Ramblers will get over the top here. And
the Ramblers have got a little purple patch at the moment, haven't they?
Yeah, been going really well. You know, like I said, everyone early in the year had written them off, so they're doing a terrific job.
All right, Division 4, Greenacres, they're in 5th spot. Westminster in 8th. It's at Edward Smith Reserve. Both teams on the winners list last weekend. Westminster by 7 points over Hectorville. Greenacres by 3 goals over Elizabeth North.
Yeah, Westminster caused a little bit of an upset last week, beating Hectorville by 7 points. Charles kicked 5. And the Chubb brothers, they had a couple of chubbies out there playing for them that done the job. Look, Westminster played some good footy at times, but then go missing. Greenacres, big Kobe Ettridge kicked 3 again. Ewan and Shaw were the good players. I think Greenacres will win this game at home, but yeah, it will be a tough game.
All right, Scotch, they're in 2nd spot. They play Elizabeth in 7th at Scotch College. Scotch had a surprise loss to Pulteney by 61 points. I suspect that Elizabeth are going to wear some of that this weekend.
Well, Matty Kluzik wouldn't have been all that happy, I reckon, so there might have been a flogging on the cards on the track for the Scotch boys. Cale kicked 2, Johnson and McGregor and Ville were very good players. Elizabeth, Taylor kicked 5, was their best player for them. Rogers, Swatala, Paradiso, they've been very good players all year for Elizabeth. Elizabeth need a win just to try and keep out of that relegation area, but I think Scotch will win at home.
All right, Unley they're in 3rd spot. Fitzroy in 10th. It's at Kingswood Oval. Fitzroy yet to get a win this season. I mean, I know Unley went down last weekend, but it would appear that Unley would get this one.
Yeah, Unley, Skoblick, Cool and Westhill, they were very good players for them last week. Fitzroy heading to Division 5, which is not a good thing, and it wouldn't be a good feeling trying to front up when you know that you can't save yourself from relegation.
All right, Kilburn they're in 6th spot. Hectorville in 4th. It's at Blair Athol Reserve. Kilburn had a big confidence winner last weekend, so this one's going to be an interesting battle, match of the round.
Yeah, Jimmy Thomas's juggernaut at Kilburn, they are moving up the ladder a little bit. It's going to be a great game because they're both looking to play finals footy, and Kilburn have really improved rapidly. Hectorville, you know, have been solid all year, so it won't be an easy game for Kilburn, but it is on their ground. I think Kilburn might just actually sneak over the line here. McCallum kicked 5 from last week. Presler, Truscott and Parks were good players. For Hectorville, Bartasick kicked 3 and was probably in their best 3 with Ingle and Salwell.
All right, last one, Pulteney in 9th spot, Salisbury in 1st. It's at Morgan Oval. Most would think this would be a lay-down misère for Salisbury, but Pulteney surprised Scotch last week. They were sitting 2nd on the ladder, beat them by 61, so this might have more in it than people think.
It will. Yes, they were the giant killers last week, Pulteney, and if they can do it again, they're a chance to save themselves from... They're in that relegation area, and... when you're playing for your life, sometimes that makes a difference. So Aish kicked 5 from Joel Aish, had a good year for Pulteney, and Ian Perry now. They are 2 very good players playing for Pulteney, and Salisbury want to get them under control, because if they don't, they might find themselves on the back of a loss.
All right, time for us to go to a break. Stay with us. Division 5, 6 and 7 still to come. Some club announcements and special milestones. Back in a moment.